Boys and girls, I feel like the series is complete. We didn't beat PSG, but Ben Waine scored. I mean, he scored against one of the richest clubs in the world, one of the best clubs in the world. Yes, admittedly, Phil Foden did go through and score and make it a draw, but Ben Waine scored against PSG. Who cares about where we're ending this season? He scored against one of the... Do I need to talk about this? It's Ben Waine against PSG. He scored. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 4th episode of the FM22 Waine Train series with ASCO and of course with me, Raxel FM, where today we are rounding up our season with our final game of the year against Strasbourg to potentially keep us in 8th place or move us into 7th place if we get super lucky. European football just out of our reach, but a solid season overall. If you guys are excited for all of the end of season stuff like the final match, the season review, and of course the season awards, please make sure you do smash the like button. I'm really hoping Ben Waine manages to win something, as well as subscribing to the Raxel FM YouTube channel so you don't miss the Football Manager content with the Waine Train coming your way. Can we smash 10 likes to celebrate in the season on a high, I'm hoping, by beating Strasbourg? I mean, we've done a pretty good job overall this year, and we've got to go over what has happened since last time we saw each other. Obviously, I've simulated a lot of games, and the highlight being, it is a bit sad that the highlight is a 1-1 draw, but Ben Waine scored against PSG. That is mad. I did not expect that to happen. We simulated all of these games, and for a while, it actually did look like we could get into that European spot, that 6th place spot. As you can see, if we go to our past positions, there we go. We did manage to go into 7th place for a good period of time. And with a game in hand, I remember RC Lens moving down into 7th place at one point, but then winning their game in hand pretty quickly. But we've done a good job to go straight up and go straight into higher mid-table. So I'm stoked with the performance we've had this year. If we end up finishing down in 9th place, I won't be as stoked, but 8th feels good somehow. One spot extra, it makes me feel a lot better about myself. And in terms of the performance of the players, it's been not bad, but the man that we want to talk about is injured for the final game of the season. Ben Waine, he has scored 11 goals and gotten 3 assists in 27 appearances. I feel like that is massively respectable for the ability that he has, apparently. He's got League 2 good player. He's got some ability, clearly. He has smashed in goals in the Ligue 1 for the Phoenix in the A-League. And now he's kind of met his match with the League 1. But honestly, you wouldn't consider this an unsuccessful signing or an unsuccessful season for the man at all. Absolutely stoked with him and absolutely stoked with what he has tried to do on the football pitch and what he has accomplished on the football pitch. Next season, we probably will be staying with RC Lens. RC Lens, SACO, ASCO. I don't think anything too tasty will come up at the end of this year. And even if it does, I really don't think I've got the reputation to get any jobs that I would want to get. The only jobs I would want would be European football stuff, because I back us to be able to push for that 6th place spot next season after a couple of good signings. But the final thing that we have to do is, of course, jump into the final game of the season. First things first, though, is I need to tell you what is going on with the New Zealand. Of course, we are playing in the World Cup soon, but we just beat Northern Ireland and Australia. I feel very good about our odds against Sweden and Nigeria. Almost confirmed our squad. Ben Waine, of course, is going to be leading the line for that, but right now, not fully fit. So let's play this final game of the season, go over the season review stuff, celebrate, and then next episode, of course, we will be playing in the World Cup with New Zealand. So without Ben Waine, we have got to start this, man, and it does make me feel a little bit upset, but we will survive. We've got Corbino and Sarpreet Singh, who has been starting a lot of games for us recently and playing all right. 6.93, scored in his debut. It's been a bit quiet since then, but I'm happy with his performances overall. Solid midfield, we know about it. Lopez Marchesa. We got Leo, Raitu, and Poulsen. VT being our rotation centre-back recently, just not performing that insanely well when I started him. So I'm keeping it the way it is, and I'm feeling good about this final game of the season. Let's jump into it. And let's hope we win it just to get us into that 8th place spot. We'll keep us in the 8th place spot. Even a draw would do it. So I'll take a draw if we really need to. We are at home? At home, are we? SCO. Yeah, that's us. That's us. We're at home, so we should look like kind of the favourites here. Actually, no, we should be the favourites. We've just, gone on a decent run. Yes, we did lose 2 games in a row, but we are above them in the table, and we're at home. I don't see any reason why Strasbourg should be comfortably beating us here. And the first chance did end up going our way. Second chance is a free header for Stark. I don't know if that's the highlight, but it really should have been, because he should have scored. That was a wide open header. Paulson has done a great job to save it and collect it and put us through on the attack and actually lead to us scoring a goal. Corbinu with an assist. He's probably looking for a goal, because if he does score one, it will take him above Ben Waine for our top goal scorer in the league this season. But I honestly want to keep Ben Waine up the top there. Not going to complain if he scores, but I'm certainly not going to complain about assists either, because that way he's getting goal contributions and Ben Waine is still top goal scorer. And my justification for his transfer is all the better if I can keep him on top of the top goal scorer. I mean, obviously he's coming with us no matter where we go. I will be so interested to see the next club we go to. I feel like it's got to be a big step up. It's just got to be. There's no way we're chilling out just with a mid-table club in one of the European top 5 leagues. We've got to be going into Champions League, Europa League sort of teams. Like, it's got to happen. And I will be so interested to see how Ben Waine does in those competitions. But for now, he's doing pretty alright in the Ligue 1. He does need to potentially improve just a wee bit next season if we're going to push for Europa League football. But he's not done terribly. And his ability in game is not helping him out. And currently, we're winning this game 1-0. He is not playing, though, so that doesn't help my point saying that Ben Waine's not a bad striker. But the team in general is doing quite well, and we go into half-time 1-0 up. Could actually be 1-0, or it could be 2-0. Hopefully, we win the ball back, and we see that happen. Lopez does pick it up. Corbinu picks it up, puts it through, and this is his third one-on-one, and it's his second missed one. Like, I'm putting it out there. Ben Waine would be scoring there. I don't know if he would. I don't even know if he'd get into the position. He's normally pretty good at... Has a great attempt at it here. He is normally good at getting in behind the defence. That's how he scores most of his goals. But currently, this man's clearly not doing a bad job getting into the area himself. I wonder what we would have done this year if we had him up top. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, I guess. But hey, Ben Waine. It's all about him this series. Of course, happy to have him up top and enjoying seeing what he does, and it is super interesting. I'm loving the save. I'm loving the series, even though I already know the views aren't that mental on it. I'm just enjoying making the videos so much that I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep making them for as long as I feel like I'm interested in the save. But I do know that you guys, it's probably not everyone's favourite save on this channel, so I'm trying to get the content out thick and fast so that I'm not going through random, not that interesting stuff. And we are blasting through the seasons to see what Ben Waine can accomplish in his career. 5 minutes to go in this game. Corbinu's looking so tired, so he's going to be my final substitution of the entire season. Alisara, perfect player to come on. New Zealander, it's got to be done. It's just got to be done. Is he going to score a goal here, though? He's not. We could, actually, because we picked the ball straight back up. Leo, moving it out to Andre. Leo gets it again. Over to Marchiza to Corbinu into... He doesn't find any of our players, and this is certainly going to be their attack. I have a feeling it is. Left back into their left winger. Through. Don't score now. Oh, great clearance. I love to see it. I mean, a draw is fine. It doesn't affect our placement in the league at all. Oh my gosh, that is painful. Oh, that is painful. Oh, right now we're 1 point away from European spots. Like, it's mathematically impossible for us to do it in this game, obviously. But that's painful, man. I would love to have seen us just get that extra wee bit across the line at some other point during the season, sorry. Oh, yeah, would have loved that. But you live and you learn. We'll improve next season. It's something to work towards. And they are so unlucky to not have scored there. In the dying moments of this game, an open goal, and they've hit the woodwork. They should be on a level pegging with us. And actually, based off the XG, the highlights, and probably the general statistics, I would imagine they deserve to be just as well getting a point as much as we do. I worded that horrifically, but I feel like you get what I'm trying to say here. Final minutes ticking by, though. We try and put a man through. Final whistle blows, and we're ending the season with a win against Strasbourg, got there, remember it, and we are finishing just 3 points, okay, because they did end up being PSG, 3 points away from the 6th place spot. It could have been just 1 point, and that would have been quite painful. Did we even win the last game? I think we did win our second to last game. Yeah, 2-0 win against. How did I not mention that? I just did that off camera. Super chill. 2-0 win, mate. Away from home. We are a good football team. Look at this we run here. Like, not easy games. We've done a good job. Oh, if we beat Lille there. If we beat Lille, we'd literally be in the... Oh well. It shoulda, woulda, coulda. We've done a great job to get into the position that we are in. I have a feeling... Yeah, because they do quite some simulation that I need to do to see this playoff. When's the playoff taking place? I have a feeling none of our players are going to get the awards. I'm just putting it out there. So, you know, I am going to simulate forward beyond that because I just am slightly confident. Oh my gosh, I need to pick my New Zealand squad. Well, this is now admin that I need to complete off camera, isn't it? I will not spoil that for the actual New Zealand game. Can I keep Ben Waine? And can I please keep... If you tell me to get rid of Ben... No, I think I'm alright. Okay. 7 players I need to cut. I'll do that off camera. And then we'll end the season on a high with the season review. Beautiful. New Zealand squad picked. And the season review. To be looked over now, team. Come on, let's go through it. Signing the season already. Alex Poulsen. I love to see it. A B+ for Freitas. Love it. A+ for Leo, who definitely should have a shout at signing of the season. Pandur, C. He was a bargain, though, to be fair. Lopez with the C. He was a bargain as well, and actually a very good starter, so that is harsh. A for Corbinu. I reckon that's fair. Absolutely. We've got a C+ for Hariu. I believe he was one of our better signings as well, so that's harsh. Poulsen with a... Garbett with an E, but I'm focused on Poulsen right now. An A, signing of the season. Yeah, he's been pretty mental, hasn't he? But what's Ben Waine got? An F. Ben Waine's got an F. Guys, that's so harsh. Both due to the transfer fee and the wages being high. Ooh, it looks costly on paper. I feel like that's not fair, eh? He's been class. Ben Waine, Singh C+, Lafont C. That's harsh. Gustavo's an A+. That's okay. My power I didn't sign. My Paya. VT a C. Alisara a C. Garbin an E is so harsh, and I didn't sign him. I did sign him though. So I mean, I feel like the Ben Waine one was particularly harsh, but they're obviously stoked with my performance in the league. They just wanted us to avoid relegation to start with, and we did so much better than that. Match to remember was a 3-0 win, where Corbinu scored 3 goals away from home. I talked about that early in the season. It was a good game. Match to remember should be this. It should be this. That was... I've imagined that as the match to remember. How would we remember this more than Leon? Okay. A goal of the season goes to Hariu. Unless he's got the goal of the season, we're not seeing it. Sponsorship money's gone down. Because that makes sense after... moving up a division, but everything else has gone up massively. Singh, Corbinu, Bentaleb, Harui, and Alisara with the most shirt sales, and our best 11 is Ben Waine, Corbinu, Lafont, no Buffal, which is a little harsh, even though he did leave the club halfway through the season. Harui, Bentaleb, Gustavo, Raitu, Leo, Marchiza, Lopez, and Poulsen. Agree with every single one of those players. Leo is considered the fans' player of the season, but somehow not the signing of the season. Yeah, it makes sense. Harui with the goal of the season, top goal scorer to Ben Waine, get in. Most assists for Corbinu, most man of the matches for Leo. Leo with the highest average rating as well, and Gustavo with the most passes completed per 90. Ended up being a pretty good signing in the end. Coming in for just 2.5. I knew he was going to be good. He didn't have the most impact, but his star rating's gone up, so I'll take that, absolutely. I guess that's all we have to talk about to end the season. Spoilers for the World Cup. No. Season review is still happening. Come on. What do they want us to do next year? They want us to finish mid-table, which I feel is kind of harsh. I don't want to lock down that because I kind of like signing players over the age of 32 for slightly longer contracts. fine. I'm really annoyed about that. I mean, I just probably won't sign players over the age of 32 in that case. End of season meeting, I guess I've just got to say mid-table. Mid-table next year, get in. They've been positive about it. We love to see it. Team report. Yeah, okay, we know that Ben Waine shouldn't be starting, but I think he should. Absolutely. Where are we going this year? Let's go to Portugal. Why would we not go to Portugal? Yeah, nah, France. That's where we live. We're going to Portugal, boys and girls. I got my budget? I do have my budget. Oh, that is bad. Oh, that is bad. That's so bad. Oh, we have so much wage budget though. So actually, that's like 10 mil. Okay, that's not that bad. I'm actually going to submit that. That's actually not that bad. Because if I put it, it's like 12. Yeah, okay. It's not that bad. It's not beautiful. They're planning to build a new stadium, which is impressive, but it could be better. It could also be a lot worse. That is a decent amount of money to spend, to be fair. Like, I've got plenty of players on the list that I'm taking a look at. Actually, I think all of them are coming in, apart from Aiden Crystal, who is literally a person that I just know in real life. So, yeah, I just like looking at his profile and seeing what happens in his career because it's just entertaining for me, isn't it? It's entertaining that he's considered to be an important player for a team that in real life he's played for, I think, twice. So, but anyway, that's a sidetrack, massive sidetrack. We're ending the season on a high, but the final thing that I want to do is not look at my reputation, although it is 3 stars. I want to take a look at where the Wellington Phoenix are and the MK Dons, starting with the first team that we were at. The Knicks. White is our captain now, and Hennigan is the vice captain. Yeah, okay, nice. They finished 2nd place in the A-League, but they were knocked out, because I have already checked this, they were knocked out of the playoffs by Western United, which is always gutting to see. They're not going to be in the grand final, unfortunately. So it was, 3-4 on aggregate? Look at that. An extra time too. That is painful. That is so painful. Very painful. Losing 2-1 on the first game. 2-2 draw. Take it to extra time. 120th minute winner for Nicholas Pennington, who was a former player for the Phoenix. That is the definition of painful. Oh, you don't like to see it. Hoare, the player that I brought in at the very end, how's he been doing? 7 goals, not bad. Playing all right. And their best 11, I imagine, would be the team that they went with here. They're starting with Hoare up top, McGarry on the wing, old forward, don't even know who you are, White, Rossi, Rowlands, who was a young right back that we actually brought in, so good to see my transfers are still doing a wee bit for them. Also, Hennigan, who was their vice captain, Kelly's still there, Sutton's still there, and Kay, done in between. Is that Wooten that you've brought back? No, you haven't brought back Wooten, have you? Okay, thank gosh. I was going to say that was a terrible idea, because he was not good enough in game for us back then. So I'd say he's definitely not now. Randall's still playing. We've also got Caceres. Yeah, decent squad they've got. Decent squad. New manager though. They didn't keep Herrera. They got rid of him, and they've got an interim manager who seems to be keeping the job, I'd say. Yeah, decent job for the Wellington Phoenix. But where is MK Dons finishing this year? 18th place in the Sky Bet Championship. Fabian Delft took them over. That's not one I would have guessed, but it's good to see. O'Hara and Troy Parrott as our captain and vice captain. Good to see one of my signings doing some bits. I don't think I ever went over my signings. I made so many signings for them because I just, thought it was my team. So I think, all of these signings up to, I think potentially here, all the free signings were me. And all the signings last year at the very end were me. Because, I was just a good manager. How did Kearney do? I was really curious about that. Oh, he was horrific. He didn't do anything. He didn't play a single game. Thought my Premier League experience would be nice. But the most entertaining thing about this 18th place finish is look who was top of the table. Tottenham Hotspur. They went down after finishing in 17th place, after finishing in 6th place. Yeah, you'd be concerned if they didn't win the league, but I'm impressed that MK Dons stayed in 18th place. Made some decent transfers. Let's take a look at what their best 11 would be. I mean, I'm just going to base it off of this game against Derby because they won it. So let's see. They've got Aziz, Parrott. I didn't have any of those players. Popov, I don't think I had. Walsh we had. Kane we had. Davies, Moon, O'Hora we had. And Gillespie, I don't think we had either. They've made a lot of changes, which, to be fair, moving up a division, losing your star striker, you kind of do need to make. I wasn't expecting that much. That's a completely different team. Okay, the bench was... they've still got Etheridge. Arujo? I didn't bring him in, I don't think. Gosh, they have completely rebunked the entire team. No, Davenport, know him. That's about it. Gosh, a very different team for them. But it worked. Keep them up. And what for us, it's worked as well. 8th place finish. Ben Waine with 12 goals this season. B, overall rating. And we're going to be back for the World Cup with New Zealand in 2026. Let's hope that Ben Waine can take us to glory. Important games. That is happening before the start of the new season, eh? Sure, it's got to be. Yeah, it will be. I hope. Transfers also coming your way. Lots happening next episode. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to smash the like button if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the Rex FM YouTube channel so you don't miss Football Manager content. And I'll see you all